Hello. Happy New Year. We haven't seen you since last year.
Ha 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 ha.
If you're new here, my name's Larkin,
And my name is Doug.
and we go by Doug and Lark.
TreeRoots with Doug and Lark.
Yeah, this is true. But we also just go by Doug and Lark in real life.
Right. True.
But Happy New Year. It's 2025. Doug and I turned 25 this year, and our brains are going to develop.
A whole quarter of a century, Larkin. How you feeling about that?
We've already had a little bit of like sneak peeks to what a midlife crisis could be like. Or sorry, this will be a quarter life. If we have a crisis,
to quote John Mayer, yeah,
it will be a quarter life crisis. But I look forward to them.
You look forward to your quarter life crisis?
Because guess what? That means that we're like gonna get over like a barrier or like a hump.
You learn something with every crisis you have.
Yes. And I don't think that we've ever actually experienced a crisis, like a real one.
No. I mean, you have like these little moments of like, what is going on? Like, what am I doing?
This
Like,
is true.
that's what I feel is my quarter life crisis. Is like, what am I doing with my life? What is going on? Like that kind of thing.
So who knows? In 2025, we could be perfect and not. No. When I say perfect, I mean not experience a quarter life crisis. We'll have mistakes. But we also could experience one and have like the best time ever. But who cares? Because we also have a lot of fun stuff coming. We're going to Nashville
We're going to Nashville.
in just a few months. I'm not going to say when because then it can be a surprise.
Yeah.
But we're gonna go to Nashville. We'll probably take other mini little trips.
Yeah, there's a lot to look forward to. A lot. Who knows? There could be a bunch of unexpected things to look forward to too. You never know.
This is actually
The world is our oyster.
This is actually a great segue into what we're going to be talking about today. So the thing about 2025, or just a new year in general, is we have legitimately no idea what's going to happen. And this is just about the future too. We have no idea what's going to happen. We have no idea what we're going to do. We have no idea what other people are going to do. We have no idea.
You don't know.
So because of that, I thought, why don't Doug and I give you our predictions for 2025? These are predictions for everything in 2025. There are no barriers. There are no walls.
Personal, like the whole entire world, the country,
Everything.
specific people maybe. I don't know. I don't know what Larkin's are. She doesn't know what mine are. So,
The only thing I know is we both have 5.
yeah, it's 5 for 2025.
And I did hear someone do this on a podcast last year going into 2024. That was very interesting. I never went back and like saw if any of them came true. But that's the fun of this is like they don't need to come true. This is just
But also there are stakes to this because like Larkin, we could become known as like fortune tellers.
Oh, this
like
is
if all of our predictions
true.
come true or like 4 out of 5, we could be known as like Doug and Larkin. Like they can tell the future, and you already think you're clairvoyant, so maybe that could just like happen. You never know.
I actually do think I have a sense of seeing the future. But
Okay.
we both made faces. Seeing the future, I think I just know more than the average human when it comes to the future.
More than the average human.
Like for example, I get like this feeling. You know what? Actually, this is gonna make me sound like a crazy witch. So
Burn her at the stake.
maybe I do see the future, and I'm gonna keep that to myself. And then I'm gonna use all my power for myself, and then that's gonna make me rich and famous.
Oh, so you are a witch.
Okay. So, Doug, would you like to do you have anything that you want to say legitimately about 2025? Anything that you're personally looking forward to, or like what you want to put out into the universe, the podcasting space?
I just want to have a good year. I want all my friends and family to be healthy, and I want us to have a good time and just be a good time. Larkin?
Yeah, I think I would like 2025 to be, I want to say peaceful. I obviously know not every year is peaceful, but I think like personally I want it to be peaceful. I want to divulge in more like appreciation for myself, more gratitude like for myself and also my friends and family and the things that I have in my life. I think we have pretty good lives. And sometimes I get wrapped up in like being anxious or wanting other things and thinking because I don't have them that I shouldn't be grateful or I shouldn't be relaxed or something like that. So I guess maybe when my frontal lobe is developed, I'll also understand that I can be grateful and excited even if I still need to work towards things. And like it's not the end of the world if I don't have them just yet.
Right. Yeah.
So that's like the more
Patience.
serious. Yes. Maybe that should be my word. Doug and I journal and I did like my journal for 2025. And last year I had chosen a word, but I didn't choose one for this year. So maybe mine would be patience.
Yeah, that's a good one. Good.
Well, enough of the rambling and like serious talk, but let's do our predictions. Don't look.
I'm not looking. I was just kind of zoning out in that general direction. I also love Larkin's handwriting, so I'm not really reading what it is, but I just like the aesthetic of what it looks like from a distance.
I do have pretty cute handwriting. Thank
All right,
you.
do you want to start or should I?
No. I think I want you to start.
Okay. So I try to do some goofy and serious ones.
Okay.
But my first one, I think this is serious. This is a serious thing that I think could possibly happen. I predict that in 2025, we will make contact with aliens. I'm not going to sound like a freaking tinfoil hat wearer, but I just want to say that there have been a lot of things going on, and maybe we already have and we just don't know. Maybe it could be a thing where it's like it is revealed that, well, we have a UFO somewhere, and here it is. Here's the pictures of it. But I think this could happen this year. Maybe they'll make contact with us personally. Maybe we will be the first people to make contact with aliens. Maybe they'll come in our backyard and we'll do like the whole handshake thing. Probably not, though. I think what will happen is we will find out that aliens have been here, and then that'll happen. Or maybe we discover life on Mars. That could be contact with aliens.
Okay.
Or maybe we'll find something on the moon. Probably not. But I'm just saying something will happen with aliens, and it's going to be big news, and we're going to be like, whoa, this is crazy. What do you think about that, Larkin?
I have a few things. The first one is we once asked each other if we were to introduce aliens to one human to like represent the human race, who would it be? And we had a few answers. If it were you, they'd be in great hands.
Yes. Give me a guitar, beat me up, probe me, do whatever you want. I will be a good first contact bull.
Right. I'm also saying you'd be a good representation.
Okay, yeah.
But yeah, no, I think for sure that you'd be great to meet aliens. And also we could contact them in the backyard. But I do think that the Mars thing is maybe more probable.
It could happen. Like, we have a rover up there, I think, right now that like is doing that kind of stuff. So like, what if we find like bacteria that's contact with aliens?
Right.
Martian bacteria, that's an alien life form.
Okay. I'm gonna really let you resonate in that. I'm gonna let you really think. You can add like the combination of us, like you can believe for the both of us.
Yeah, I mean, all this being said, I'm also the type of guy that's like,
very realistic.
I think the drones in New Jersey are not aliens. I don't believe that like all these videos are like actually of aliens. But I'm just saying, like, you know, if I'm gonna pick something, I'm gonna say that.
Okay, I love it.
Be bold. Okay.
Well, you like the idea of aliens too. Okay, I like it. Good job. That's a really good first prediction.
Yeah.
All right, want me to go next?
Yes.
So my first 2025 prediction is that Tom Holland and Zendaya are gonna get engaged. and if they already are engaged and they haven't publicized it, it's gonna be public knowledge.
Do you really think they would? Because they're both still young, right? Tom Holland is what? Like, he's the same age as... Is he 2 years older than us?
Okay, well, Zendaya's like 29 or 30.
Yeah, they might be like the young Hollywood types where it's like, oh, we don't need to get engaged. We're just like, you know...
No, I think they want to get married. Because
Really?
what if they also want kids, they have to start soon.
Okay.
No, I think that Tom Holland and Zendaya are either going to get engaged or they already are, and then we're going to find out. And it's going to be one of those things where it's like, we've been hiding this from you. We actually are married. We just didn't tell you. No, but that's public knowledge. That's like public information that people can find in records.
Right.
So I think they're going to get engaged. But I have nothing else I want to say about that. I just love them together.
That would be crazy because every single Peter Parker and MJ actor have dated in real life. But this would be the first time that they actually like went past and like became married or whatever.
I'm glad that you said it like that. I'm glad that you worded it like that. I didn't want you... Okay, let's keep this a positive manifestation space. So we might come in contact with aliens, and Tom Holland and Zendaya are going to get engaged, and then they're going to meet the aliens.
I like it.
All right,
Should I give you number 2?
Yep.
Okay. I wanted to do a fashion one because there's always got to be a fashion prediction.
Wow.
Right? Like, what's going to be the big fashion trend in 2025?
I'm impressed.
Jean jackets. The jacket, if you will become big in 2025. I mean, they're already like, it's not like they went out of style.
No, they kind of did.
You don't really see them that much. And I kind of want one. Maybe I could make one work. Maybe, I don't know.
No,
what do you think, Larkin?
You totally could. Okay,
And
Bob Dylan.
I know, yes. See? Yeah. I know you have one. So
I
I'm
do.
thinking like, you know, maybe
I have
this is
two.
the time.
I have a regular denim one and I have a black one.
Yeah.
So are you talking denim jean jacket?
Denim jean jackets.
I could totally see you wearing it. Denim.
I would kind of like one, man.
Oh my gosh, yeah, okay.
Maybe before we go to Nashville, I'll have one so I can just walk around.
All right,
like a
so
cowboy.
you're saying though that in the 2025 fashion realm, that jean jackets could really.
There's gonna be some 2025 fashion trend. There's always like some like what's the 2024 fashion trend? Would you say?
Well, I actually don't know. I actually don't know what 2024 was. I know 2023. No, I'm going back the way to 2019. I don't know.
What is like? I guess maybe not.
But I do
What
know
is the
that they have fashion trends. Like I know that they exist.
right?
Oh, like Uggs came back.
Yeah. Okay.
Wait, maybe that's your prediction too. Like on top of the jean jacket thing is that clothes that used to be cool
Are gonna come back.
We're
gonna see kids in neon shorts again and
the high top basketball shoes with the Nike
with the
socks.
neon shorts and
Whatever happened? Why
the
did kids
Nike socks, bro. The Nike socks.
And now kids just have mullets.
You felt so cool when you had the Nike socks going, and then it's like you have the sock tan. That's like the sock tan's a real thing. Like I remember that being like a talk of like the middle school boys being
This
like,
is
"Oh,
so
how's your
sad.
sock tan look? How's your cast sock tan look?"
Oh man. Okay. So jean jacket / a fashion trend that's gonna come back. That once was.
From the early 2010s
Love
or
it.
beforehand. Yeah.
Wow, these are great so far. Okay.
Thanks.
Do you want my number 2?
Yeah.
My second 2025 prediction is everyone sees how cool women's sports are and then they extremely pop off. It's like we've already had a hint of that in 2024
With Caitlin Clark,
and the Olympics
right?
because that was some of the most viewership ever. I think people are going to see more how cool women athletes are too on top of it. Like their personalities. And then more people are going to buy into women's sports.
Do you think a specific sport will like spearhead it or?
Maybe because women's volleyball, college volleyball, a lot of women's college sports. We need to tap more into women's pro sports. So if we're gonna go pro, maybe it's gonna be basketball. It has to be basketball because that's like the most.
That's the biggest one.
Right. So I'm just putting it out in the universe that I think that women's sports are going to go crazy, whether it's pro or college. Okay?
Right. Cool. I like that. Do you want to hear my third one?
Yes, I do.
My third one is, I don't know, maybe this is TMI, but I think this will be the year that my farts stop smelling super bad.
Great.
Now, hold on. Let me preface. Or do I even need to? Should I even go into this?
No, I want you to do
They
this.
smell really bad. They smell like rotten eggs, sulfur, the stinkiest thing you could ever imagine. Skunks eating, I don't know, garbage.
It's crazy that public people are going to know this.
I mean,
I love it.
It's just like, I don't do it in public so nobody has to know. Or no, I do it in public sometimes. Okay, but this is the whole thing. I think the problem is dairy. So I'm going to cut out dairy more. I'm not going to be drinking as much or eating as much ice cream.
And if you do, it's going to be like lactate ice cream.
No drinking milk, yeah. So this is going to be the year that Larkin is not like, oh my God, all the time.
Wow. Okay.
This is a prediction for you too, by the way.
Okay.
I'm doing this for you too.
Okay, I love that journey for you. And I'm
Thanks.
really excited to see where it takes you. And I will eat whatever you got to eat. I'll do whatever you got to do to help you. I'll be by your side for your...
Maybe we'll switch.
Nah. All right. You want to know my third?
Yeah.
I just want to preface this by saying I love this actor a lot, and I love everything that he's in. So what I'm about to predict has nothing to do with my love for him, but it's just what's going to happen in society. Are you ready? Mm-hmm. Timothy Chalamet gets someone pregnant, or he gets canceled.
Really?
I think it's going to be one of those two things.
Could he get canceled for getting somebody pregnant?
Potentially.
Could it happen both at the same
time? And then that means I'm even more clairvoyant.
Bro, that'd be... So he's dating... Is he still dating the one, Kylie Jenner? Okay. Would he get her pregnant? No shot. I don't think so.
Nah, maybe.
Wow, so you really think that he'd get somebody pregnant, huh?
I think he'd get someone pregnant, and it might be Kylie Jenner. Or maybe he breaks up with her. Maybe him getting canceled is more likely, but the thing is, his digital footprint has already been so wide, and people have already uncovered so much about him that it probably would have already come out. But
he just doesn't seem like the kind of person to have like bad stuff, like cancelable
No,
stuff
I agree.
in his past.
I agree. But that's why it would take so many people by shock. But again,
Yeah.
I love this actor, and I don't want anything bad to happen to him. So I'm hoping it doesn't happen. But I just have it in my bones.
Okay.
I love Timothée Chalamet.
I mean, I hope it doesn't happen, but
Same.
wow. So you're kind of like, you're predicting something that you don't want to happen.
Right.
I
Because
didn't
that
really-
happens a lot.
Okay. Yeah.
Like, there's a lot of things that, like, I mean, my women's sports one, I absolutely want to happen.
Right.
Okay. And the Tom Holland and Zendaya thing.
Yeah, like I was thinking, like, should I do a Super Bowl prediction? But then I was like, I don't want to predict my team to win the Super Bowl because then I'm gonna look like an idiot if it doesn't happen. And then it's also like I jinxed it. But I don't want to predict another team to win the Super Bowl because I don't want another team to win the Super Bowl.
And the thing about the Super Bowl, or even just like NFL sports, is like teams aren't consistent every year. Like it
Right.
changes every year in the NFL which team is always on top.
Right. Right.
Whereas like for baseball, maybe there's more like, I don't even know. Pro sports aren't consistent enough to even predict that
Right.
properly. But you wouldn't get flamed.
Okay.
Okay,
Well, do you want to hear my
I do.
fourth one? This is
Yeah.
also one that I don't want to happen, but I
But you
think could
think it will.
happen.
Okay.
I think in 2025, the U.S. will get like boots on the ground in a war. I don't want this to happen, but
It might
and
happen.
I kind of don't want to speak this into existence or like speak this out into the universe, but I'm just worried with how everything's been escalating that like something might happen and then we're going to have to like fight. Not just like give supplies or stuff, but actually
Yeah.
like start fighting something. I don't want this to happen. Please don't let it happen. But I don't know. It just seems like that's the way things are heading.
It's crazy. Our number fours coincide with one another.
Market,
Because
yeah.
my number 4 is a societal issue gets resolved, but I don't know which one. So
Like, what kind of societal issue are we talking about? Like, serious? Like,
I'm talking like in the political sphere, but I don't know if I want to put that in the internet.
okay.
But I think one of the societal issues, one of them has to give up soon. Like one of them has to stop getting worse, right? And maybe it's one that has to do with a war or something, and then we have to get involved. But this is getting way beyond a spectrum that Doug and I know.
Yeah.
But I think that something will get resolved, but I just don't know which one yet.
And
'Cause-
it's something serious. It's not something small.
It's
Like,
definitely something serious.
like the price of groceries. Could that be one? Like, are you talking like...
I mean, I'll count it. I'd like the price of groceries to go down, so I'll count it. But I think there's been studies that they won't go down for like quite some time.
Okay. Huh.
Guys, we don't know what we're talking
Whoa,
about.
we're getting a little deep here. We're getting a little out of our depth here.
But I don't want anyone to fight in any war around the
No,
world.
no,
I don't
no,
want
no, no, no,
anything.
no.
I don't want any war.
Maybe this is more like I'm worried that this will happen.
Yeah.
Like, maybe I'm not trying to predict it. I'm just worried that like
And
this
it
could
might.
this is a real possibility that this could happen in 2025.
Okay.
All right, my fifth one is just that TikTok gets banned.
Oh my God, our
No,
five-
you said this too?
I said influencers start to be featured in even more films because TikTok is banned, while Nepo babies simultaneously take over Hollywood.
Oh.
So I was also thinking that TikTok. Wow, we were on like the same
Wow.
wavelength. But I also think TikTok actually goes away this year, like for real.
Wow, I can't believe you actually said that in your fifth one too.
I said influencers start to be featured in even more films because, like, I didn't write the in TikTok, but that's why I wrote it.
Right.
But I think they're going to be in films and everyone's going to get upset, while Nepo babies take over Hollywood.
Haven't they already started taking
No, but
over
I'm
Hollywood?
talking like they're in everything.
Maya Hawke.
Johnny Depp's daughter.
Johnny Depp's daughter.
Sabrina Carpenter's a little bit of a Nepo baby,
A little bit.
and she's not in film, but she might be.
Ben Platt is a Nepo baby.
Which broke my heart. Gracie Abrams is a musical artist, but everyone is kind of a Nepo baby anymore. But I'm talking like it's going to really like be a full force.
like so much that it becomes a problem. And
Yes.
It's like, down with the Nepo babies.
I think there should be like a legal rule.
Really?
Well, no, because I guess that's not.
Because
how
at
it is
the
for
end of the day, it's
athletes.
just kind of money and connections. Like, you can't stop people from having connections. You can't stop people from having a lot of money.
Talk more about your TikTok thing. I want to hear more about why you think it's going to get canceled for real.
I
Not
think,
canceled,
well, there's
gone.
the government stuff, which I think could happen, where it's like, because it's a Chinese company, right?
I don't know. I don't know enough about.
And then I think like there's something we heard about this the other day. I can't remember if my parents said it or something, where it's like if they don't like
If a bill
if there's
isn't
not
passed.
a U.S.
Oh,
like
yeah.
department of TikTok, I don't know what I'm really talking about
No,
here.
if a company doesn't buy
TikTok in America,
Yeah.
then they're going to shut it down. Which, would that happen? I don't know. Maybe it would, because there's such a big market for it here. But, I mean, it's probably for the best.
So that could be like any social media in general that has continuous scrolling. That probably is for the best if it were to go away at one point. Or at least just be limited.
I mean, think about it. Think about the ways that social media has evolved. Like, from Instagram or Facebook to Instagram to Vine to Musical.ly to TikTok. Where's it going to go from there?
I don't know.
It's probably going to go somewhere. Will it go somewhere in 2025? I don't know. Maybe.
Maybe. I don't know. I just think I have this like feeling about influencers where it's like I'm jealous of them because they make so much money and they get to do really fun things and they make so much money and they make so much money and they make so much money. I'm like,
do they? What, how much do
they make so much money.
Oh, okay.
And they get to travel all over the world and like do so many cool places. And so I'm just like really, really jealous of them. But even though I'm jealous of them, this is definitely not the most stable career that's in the world. There are things that are always going to be around and that are always going to exist, and we're always going to need employees for them, even if robots do take over the world one day. But like, I think influencers are going to start to realize that they're going to need other sources of income that are not starting a podcast,
starting an OnlyFans,
starting an OnlyFans, starting their own business or line. Like, they're going to start to go to other things because it's just not stable. Even
so
if
what
it's
do you
stable
think? You're
for
going to see them start working at Chipotle?
No.
Like Haktua Chipotle?
No. That's not what I think.
Okay.
But I mean, a lot of these influencers now have a lot of money where they can take the time to figure out like they can do something else.
Go back to college, get
or social media really is just going to be forever and ever and ever and ever, and they can be influencers until they're like 56.
Okay.
I can't wait to see some of my favorite influencers grow, like get older and have like adult families and see what they're going to do.
It kind of feels like social media is the vibe where you do it and the goal is to not have to do it anymore.
That's
like
true.
How many like influencers do we know that like did it for like were big for like 5 years maybe, and then they don't do it anymore because it's like, okay, we made our bag and now we're gonna do other stuff that's not as like intensive and like privacy, like monetizing your privacy and stuff.
I'm so jealous. But anyway, that's like another like moral conversation we can have on another day.
Right.
But is there anything else in 2025 that you think is going to happen? Now that we've been talking about it?
I think, I don't know. What about you? Do you have anything off the top of your head?
I just have a feeling that something big is going to happen.
Just because it's like a quarter year?
Maybe.
Like it's like a clean division year?
Well, that was 2020 as well. And
right.
Something really bad happened that year. So I want something big to happen that isn't bad. Like, I think something ginormous is going to happen. Maybe it's in our personal life. Maybe it's in the real world, like out and about. I just think something huge is going to happen.
You know, I just started thinking about that. I think it's so cool. We were born in the year 2000. Like, do you know how dope that is to be born on the year? You don't get to be born on the year 2000 every year.
I think
it's just the 1 year that you have to do that. And we were both born in the year 2000. Like, that is a clean number to be born on.
And you know what? I think I'm just now starting to realize how special it is, because when you get older and you're around older people like that you have to work with, they'll go like, you were born in 2000, you're such a baby. You're not even born in the 90s? Wow, that's so crazy. And it's like, no, let me relish in the fact that I was born in 2000. That's cool.
You know why I think people do that, though? Is because they feel like they're getting old.
That's rude.
I think the reason they do that is they get like some kind of like anxiety or whatever of them getting old. Because like I remember this happened to me a couple times at my work where they're like, you don't remember like 9/11? Like you don't remember that? I'm like, no, I'm too young. And they're like, wow.
I was at the doctor for my 1 year checkup.
The reason they're saying that is because it's like, I remember that, and like everybody I knew around then remembered that, and then now it's like new people are coming into my sphere that don't know about these things. So like,
True.
I'm getting older.
True. This is a very good, yes, because I think I will never treat, well, I'm going to say this as if I'm never going to do it. And if I do, then someone needs to correct me. But I'm never going to treat someone younger than me like that because I know what it's like to feel that way. And it sucks, like, to have someone talk to me like that. But I feel like once I do reach the point where I'm like, oh my God, COVID was actually the worst. And then a kid's going to be like, yeah, I was born in COVID year. Like, I was born.
I'm a COVID baby.
Like, I'm a COVID
What's
baby.
up?
I'm going to go like this, like.
No, they're gonna be like, I'm a COVID baby. What's up? No. Like, they don't make eye contact.
Because they don't know social skills?
Right.
That's crazy.
That's a dumb joke. Dumb.
Keep it in because I want people to hear it too.
Okay.
I don't know. Hearing today that, like, Caitlin Clark graduated high school in COVID.
Yeah, it's always crazy when, like, sports stars are become, like, younger than you.
Right.
Well, like, Cooper DeJean is younger than me.
That's insanity. So, yeah, I think that's a really good thing to, like, be excited about, is that we were born in 2000 and now we're going to be 25.
Yeah.
And I guess we'll kind of end this where we started, where we'll be 25 and we're going to try to really cool things, and we're growing up. We're, like, actually for real growing up.
We're halfway through our 20s.
Oh, God.
See, there's a bunch of different ways you could say it where it gets scary.
Yeah, or like you get excited and then Doug will say it in a way where it, like, actually terrifies the crap out of me.
I feel like I just turned 20 like the other day, bro.
But I think, going back to what we just said, that, like, the fact that we were in a pandemic for 2 years ish, and, like, things were, like, shut down for a long time, we actually might feel like we're 23, like, it just time wise, not mentally,
Right.
but, like,
Yeah, 20 and 21 felt like they just flew by.
Unfortunately.
19 to 21 feels like it flew by.
Unfortunately, yeah. Okay, well, if you have any 2025 predictions, totally leave them in the comments, because it'd be really cool to see what everyone else is thinking.
Yeah.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Okay, well, we'll see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.